Hey, how's everyone doing today? This video here, I'm just gonna do a, a small teardown of this old Bachmann Spectrum. I think this locomotive is a H16, I do believe it's called. Some people call it the baby Trainmaster. But just gonna do a quick, simple teardown of it, and just to see how the grease and lubricant and everything's doing on it. So I really like these old Spectrums because they can be had at a very, 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 very good price. Like this one here, if I remember, goodness, I only paid $28 Canadian for it, and it was a new in box. Well, so the seller stated, but I mean it's very likely it was. It didn't look used. Like the wheels looked like they had no play on them or anything. So this guy here, he's got 4 screws, or I call them body mounts. Mount the chassis to the body. So we got 4 screws for body mounts. I was gonna gently take those out. And, of course, I always make sure the screwdriver I use fits in nice and snug first before I start turning, because I don't want to strip anything. And I also really like how simple these locomotives are built. They're definitely, I find them pretty easy to work on. I'll just take the couplers out. I'm kind of using just the KD covers. Oh, I got a KD coupler in the back, and I just use the KD covers there to keep it on. And there, the front one. I'll pull the front one off anyway. I may not have to, but I'll do it. Just make sure I don't mix up any screws. I didn't put a coupler in the front. Oh, a little piece fell inside, but that's okay. I can grab it with the tweezers. No big deal. There, excellent. Now with the 4 body mount screws all out, it should pop apart pretty easily. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice and simple. See, I love how simple these things are. They're so easy to work on. So I'm just checking to see the condition of the grease. I mean, it looks alright. It's not dried up or anything. And the motor, for an old engine, I mean, the motor's pretty quiet. And then I'll take these the Spectrums, they have the split frame design too, so they use as minimal wires as possible, which I think is pretty neat. I haven't tried it yet, but I hear they can be a little tricky to convert to DCC. I haven't tried yet, but when I do, I'll definitely make a video of it. And the trucks shouldn't be hard to pop off at all either. I can probably no, I can't do it with my finger, so I should be able to pop it off here with well, maybe not my tweezers. I'll just get a little tiny flathead here, and I just want to be really careful with it, so not to break anything. The last thing I want to do is break anything. Yeah, they pop off pretty easy. Pretty easy, they pop off, which is nice because some of them are not as friendly to get off as others. But these guys here, yeah, they don't give much trouble. There, it just popped right off. So yeah, I'm just inspecting the grease to make sure no hair got in there. It does not need to be re-greased at all. Oh, I do got a little bit of hair. So I'm just going to take the tweezers, get that hair out. We have a layout on our sun deck. It's an inside sun deck and everything. It's all weatherproof and everything. So, but the hair can pile up on it because it's we got carpet out on the sun deck. So, and of course we have cats, so that contributes as a factor as well. So yeah, there's a tiny bit of hair buildup, but I'm just getting all that out. Oh, one of them's jammed right in there. Right in there. Oh, it's a big chunk of hair. There, it's out now. Just about. Grab that one. Oh, that one's like somehow lodged itself right in there. So in that case, I'll have to pop the wheel off to get the hair out. So sometimes that is a thing. You gotta pop the wheel off to get the hair out, because it just gets kind of lodged in there with the wheel axle into the gear. And what I like to use when I'm doing a little bit of maintenance on them, I like to use wet wipes. I find they come in handy. They're nice and cheap to buy at the store, and for me they work wonders when I'm doing anything like this. Alright, the hair is out of that one, and I don't see any visual here on any of the other wheels, so I'll just pop that back in the gear. Excellent. There. I'll make sure there's no other hairs lodged in there. But yeah, hair's definitely no fun. But if you have pets, sometimes they're not. It's gonna happen eventually. Oh, a little bit of grease right there. I'll just put that back on that truck. Or not the truck, sorry, the gear. Put that there. But yeah, no, this one does not need any re-greasing at all. It is fine. Fine the way it is. But just wanted to do a tear down anyway. Oh yeah, gotta make sure the contacts go where they're supposed to go first. Always make sure of that. You can just kind of, it's got like little contacts right there, electrical contact there and there. So you just want to make sure they're squeezed in first before you put the wheels back on it. That way they connect. There, that went pretty smoothly. Pretty smooth. But no lubrication required this time. It's perfectly fine, and it's easy to lubricate too. Like the trucks, as you see, the trucks come off easy. You just if you have to clean them up or put some new lube on them, it's pretty simple. And the worm gears are right there too. Very simple to get at. Trucks drop out easily. You just have a Phillips head screw there and there, undo them, trucks will pop right out. Disassemble the frame, I'll do that in another video too. There's just a couple screws you gotta undo to disassemble the dual chassis. Not too hard. No, I really like these. I enjoy these because they're just simple locomotives, easy to maintain, and you can get them for so cheap. Like literally like $28 new on the box. Why not? And I like the model Canadian Pacific and Canadian National Railway. I like a lot of the American ones too. Actually, I think CP is owned by an American company now. Don't know the politics behind it, but it is what it is. Those go in pretty easy like that. I gotta say, I love these locomotives. They're so easy to work on. Not complicated at all. And then we'll go ahead and I'll put the body mount screws back on. And I also love it when locomotives are they're body mounted. They got body mount screws. And not too tight. You don't want to strip or crack the plastic, so just gently until it stops. That's all you want. You don't want to strip anything or crack any plastic. That's just a horrible life choice. Don't want to damage it. I'll just turn it till it just stops, just like that. And then it's good to go. And just get these other two in. just until it stops. Yeah, that one's fine. I'll get this one in here. And just until... Alright. There, and we'll just get the coupler back on. And good to go. I can pop it on the layout for a little bit if I choose. But no, so if you buy these, what do you say at the old new stock? There's plenty available. Even old new stock, you should take apart and re-lubricate. Clean all the old grease off, because it's some manufacturers, like for example Proto 2000, their earlier builds, the grease literally turns to glue, and the locomotive's not going to move at all. But I've dealt with that quite a few times. So once you clean them out and put new grease on, they are mint. Absolutely fine runners. And I'm just using my tweezers here to pinch the KD coupler cover and hold it in place. There, that's moving around really nice. And this one here, I don't really need to, but I popped this metal bracket back on the front one anyway, even though I don't use a coupler in the front of this particular locomotive. But I'll still put it back on, just so I don't lose it. That's very, that is very likely to lose it. Oh. I kind of messed up with the tweezers here. There. Almost. Almost got it on. It's being a little stubborn. It's like, nope, it doesn't want to go. But I will... Nope. Yeah, sometimes you get a stubborn one, and it just does not want to go on. But I will get it. It will go. I think another thing I need too is an actual, you can get like foam cradles to work on your locomotives on, but I have not seen any for sale. Well, nor have I really looked. I should probably look. I bet I'll find one. But any foam pad to work on them is better than no foam pad. Better than putting it on a hard surface and risk scratching up anything, right? Alright, this screw I gotta be careful with because it is not going in as nicely as it came out. So just gotta be careful not to strip it. And there we go. That is good. Alright, that is a little teardown of an old Bachmann Spectrum. There we go. Just want to do a quick little check, and yeah, did find some hair in there. Got that out, so it's good to go. All right, everyone, take care. Have a good day, and I'll have another video coming up soon.